Good morning, Kelowna. Welcome to join us here bright and early first thing this morning here in Maple Ridge, BC. We are at a new rink today. We are at Planet Ice in Maple Ridge. Hope everyone's having a good day here today. Once again, if you drop something in the chat bot, we will put it on the live stream here this morning. We have weird angles here again, so we bear with. Once again, we're on the modified ice times. It does look a little laggy on the YouTube feed, so we will try and adjust as we go here. The Wi-Fi in this, or the cell service in this building is not good. Once again, I can see that the feed is lagging. I'm trying. The cell service is not good in the building. That looks better. So if you're up this morning and you're watching, thanks for joining us. The players will appreciate it. Chat bot is working, so if there is anybody watching, anything that happens, please let me know. We're not going to watch a team video this morning just because of the internet connection, but we will take a look at our lineup this morning. Looks like the graphics didn't update, but Blake Hoodless is out of the lineup. He has a partially broken collarbone, so he will be on the sidelines for quite a while here. So Blake, heal up. We miss you. And APs, be ready. That's all I can say. Walt Dog gets a start today. Starting lineup, I believe, is Sinister Mooring Day with Fogarty and Lalonde on defense. Definitely early in the morning. Not sure what buttons I'm hitting here. There we go, back to the warm-up. Hope everyone's having a good day here. Can't tell how many are watching right now. The YouTube control panel is frozen, but we're still live, so that's good. Hope you're enjoying your coffee this morning, getting ready for work, or if you're skipping work just to watch this game, that is a good thing to do here. Live Maple Ridge semi-final game between the Burnaby Bulldogs and the Kelowna Rockets. Got 1:43 left in warm-up. This rink is very similar to MNP2. Not a lot of good places to set up. If we had the nice Cam Neely rink, it would have been fantastic like MNP1. So fortunately, this is the angle we got for the day. Once again, I'll do my best to zoom down here for play down at the other end. But ultimately, it's going to be the angle we've been used to all weekend here. It'll be nice to get back to Kelowna and get some good views. All right, there's 6 of us this morning, right on. Congratulations on making it here. Cheering on the boys. Can't forget about Cecilia. We got 7 seconds left in warm-up here, and we'll get ready for some hockey here. So, welcome to the stream. Glad you're with us this morning. All right, we got a comment in the chat. Karen Murray 7048. Let's go Rockets. Let's go. All right, Rockets going with 10 forwards this morning, and looks like it's going to be Pendray and Smith on D, starting with Sinister, Mooring, and Jay. Face on the center, won by the Rockets. Sinister has it, he dumps it in. Buck in the far corner. Mooring's there, back to Smith. Smith tries to chip it in, goes right to Day. Day skates across, drops it for Pendray. Pendray's shot, deflected by Sinister, save. A goalie, that's Farley in net. Sinister again, back to Smith. Smith, shot, saved by Farley. 14:31 remaining here in the first. Face off the left of Farley. Good morning, Dan Fogarty, 3959. Go Rockets. Face off the left of Farley. Meakin's on the draw. Face off one, back to Smith. Smith takes a shot wide of the net. Puck taken out there by Hurley. Hurley over to Coates. Puck cleared by Smith. Got. Over to Meakins. Meakins dumps it down. Bandy goes back and picks it up for Burnaby. Around the net, up to Chow. Chow gets the puck over to Coates. Puck turned over. Bandy now picks it up. Goes for a skate. Over to Hurley. Hurley dumps it in. Fogarty picks it up. Fogarty at the boards to Douglas. Douglas gets it out of the zone. Graves back to Luong. Lalonde over to Fogarty. Fogarty up to Douglas. Douglas kicks it in. Puck goes in deep. Picked up in the corner by Hurley. Hurley pokes it around, kept in by Lalonde. Shot just wide of the net. Fogarty steps down. Behind the net, Carrion. To Douglas. Douglas jumps down. Tries to get it out front, can't. Hurley off the boards. Shot by Fogarty, far corner. Bandy picks it up. Lalonde steps down, gets poked away from him by Graves with a burst of speed here. Shot, scores, top corner over Poitras. 1-0 Burnaby on their first shot of the game here. 12:42 remaining. 1-0 Burnaby. Face off at center, Mooring, Jay, Sinister, Konings, and Coverley. Face off one, dumped in there by, not sure, behind the net. Sinister's there, tries to get to Mooring. Mooring has it. Konings, cross ice to Coverley. Coverly to Day. Day circles back, doesn't like what he sees. Looks for Sinister, poked away. Now Sinister has it, gets it to Mooring. Mooring out front, Sinister just couldn't get it. Sinister's there. Tries to reverse it, picked off. Briscoe. Day to Mooring. Mooring back down. Tries poked out front, gets rubbed out of the play. Coverly steps in, takes a look. Back in the corner, Sinister behind the net. Back to Coverly. Coverly shot, blocked. Day shot, deflected just wide. Sinister behind the net. Puck cleared up the boards. Konings keeps it in. The hit. Sinister has it. Trying to go to the net. Stolen. Copeland has the puck. Cross ice over here for, not sure, number 4. Don't have that number. Kept in. Coverly pokes into the corner. Goes right to Coates. Back to the point. Yakabuchi. Pishi. Down low looking for Hurley. Hurley gets bumped by Konings. Coverly bumps his player. Puck comes out. Sinister tries to get it to his partner. Just missed. Face off immediate neutral zone just outside the Rockets' blue line. Meakin's on the draw. Wins it back to Smith. Smith to Pendray. Pendray up to McAllister. Puck in the Bulldog zone. McAllister tries to get it to Scott. Puck cleared out by the Bulldogs. Punked up in here by Pishi, right in front of us. Puck cleared out front. Deflected out of the zone by Scott. Vandy goes back, picks it up. Pendray jumps down, pokes it in and offside. Meakin touches it, face off will be in neutral zone. We got 10-15 left in the first period. Face off one by Hughes. Hughes back to Smith. Smith over to Hughes. Puck dumped in. Hurley picks it up. Stolen by Terrian. Terrian drops it deep. Hughes couldn't get there. Puck goes up the boards to Graves. Puck kept in by Terrian. Hughes looks out front, gets it to Nugent. Nugent just couldn't get a shot off. Pendray shot just wide. Smith dumps it in. Terrian behind the net looks out front. Puck blocked. Now he gets it. Oh, just missed. Graves clears it to the line. Kept in by Smith. Puck cleared. Graves gets rubbed out behind the net by Smith. Smith clears up the boards to Terrian. Terrian gets laid out. Puck is out of the zone. Dandy dumps it in, but didn't get to center, so that is icing. Face-off will go all the way back down to the Bulldog zone. Face-off will be to the right of Farley. Loose puck. Fogarty steps down, throws in the corner. Sinister throws it out front, nobody there. Puck cleared to the line, kept in by Fogarty. Fogarty looking for Sinister. Chips at it, still in. Down low to the half boards. Reversed out front, almost intercepted by Mooring. Puck skated out by Graves. Day takes a hit, puck's still there. Copeland tries to get it to the net, can't do it. Fogarty reverses. Looking up the boards, kept in. Fogarty again. This time throws it down the ice. It'll be icing, and face-off will come back in the Rocket zone right in front of us here with 8:13 remaining in the first period. Shots are 5 for the Rockets, 2 for the Bulldogs. Face-off won by the Rockets. Konings to Scott. Scott doesn't like what he sees, reverses it right in front of us. Konings bumps into Hurley. Hurley has it. Hurley feeds it. Back to point, shot by Yakabuchi, just wide. High and wide. Puck to Meekins. Meekins to Scott. Scott to the corner. Puck goes low. Puck stolen. Now Hurley has it, tries to clear. Puck dumped into Konings. Hurley again. Cross ice, right to Luketic. Puck stolen. Coverly over to Konings. Konings up to Meekins. Meekins dumps it in, goes for a change. Scott gives chase, picked up in the Hurley. Hurley up the boards, Luketic. Puck kept in by the Rockets, now cleared. Foligno. Hurley again. Andre, puck thrown out front. Puck cleared. Hughes gets it out, looking for Douglas. Puck dumped in by Foligno. Smith picks it up in the corner. Up the boards to Hughes. Hughes to Nugent. Nugent clears. Nugent in offside. Douglas was in the zone. Puck in the neutral zone. Andre dumps it in. Puck behind the net. Hurley. Up the boards. Taken away by the Rockets. Douglas to the corner. Puck cleared up the board. Poitras is there, plays it to the side. Douglas tries to clear, kept in Fandy, shot just wide of the net. Graves back to the point, saved by Poitras. Henry up the boards, deflected out by Douglas. Down the ice, just past the blocker side of Farley. Faceoff will come back to the Rocket zone right in front of us again. 5:48 remaining in the first. Shots 5-3 Kelowna. Score is still 1-0 for Burnaby. Scramble puck in the feet of Chow, taken by Mooring. Cleared to the half boards. Sinister grabs it, has Day with him. Chips it past Briscoe. Briscoe gets there first, up the boards. Lalonde steps down. Keeps it in into the corner. Day gives chase. Briscoe gets there first, up the boards, right, number 4. Oh, stolen. Mooring, looking for Sinister, stolen. Puck shot saved by Poitras. Lalonde. Number 4. Mooring. Over to Day. Day tries to clear, kept in at the line. No, it did come out. Day with some speed. Couple moves. Gets it to Sinister. He loses it. Sinister dumps it down low. Puck goes all the way around for Cunningham. Konings steps in. Shot. Glove saved by Farley. 5:22 remaining. Should be 4:45, but timekeeper forgot to start the clock. When you're down by 1, you'll take the extra 20 seconds all day long. Meekins wins the draw, taken away by Yakabuchi. Right up to Luketic. Konings. Puck is cleared out. Coverly gets there, knocks it up to McAllister. McAllister to Scott. Scott dumps it in. Puck at the line. Coverley keeps it in. Goes deep. Meekins throws out front, takes a hit. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Pendre has it. Cross ice for Coverley. Coverley up to Scott, stolen. Coverley regroups, right to Pendre. Pendre tries to clear it out, blocked. Puck shot, glove saved by Poitras. Dangerous opportunity there for Briscoe. Or Luketic, actually, number 2. Face off to the right of Poitras. Scrambled puck, picked up. Saved by Poitras on a little shot there from Graves. Face off won by the Bulldogs. Puck cleared into the zone. Pendre in front of us. Tries to clear. Douglas couldn't. Puck to the corner. Therrien reverses. Puck is cleared up, stolen. Graves pressured by Smith. Back to the line. Hurley. Over to Fandy. Fandy shot saved by Poitras. Puck cleared. Fandy has it again. It's the ref. Pendre. Nugent in a battle. Pendre comes up with the puck, reverses. Therrien makes a move, avoids a hit, but stolen. Graves. Graves again, shot, saved by Poitras, and scores. Puck just snuck across the line. 2-0 Burnaby with 3:13 remaining here in the first. Shots are 7. Rockets originally had the lead. That has gone away. Poitras got a piece. It just crossed the line. I just missed it, I know. Terrible doing 2 jobs. Face-offs at center. Mooring, Gay, Simmons, Fogarty, Lalonde. Chow with some speed. Lalonde rubs him out. Coates pressured. Chow has it. Coates again. Puck cleared to the near side here. Fogarty comes in. Runs into the boards, gets the puck out. Cunningham throws it far side to Chow. Fogarty over to Sinister. Sinister deflects it for Mooring. Puck goes cross ice. Right to Hurley. Hurley trying to cut through the whole Rockets team. Couldn't. Puck cleared around. Luketic to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a hit. Picked up by Luketic. Shot blocked by Sinister. Puck picked up by Day. Tries to ship it past Cunningham. Cunningham still has it. Throws it out front. Shot hits the post. Luketic. Sinister steals. Feeds it to Day. Day chips it in. Warren gives chase. Picked up there by the Burnaby player. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Regroup. Konings. Over to Coverley. Coverley back to Konings. Konings to Sinister. Sinister stops. Crosses the line. Cross ice for Hughes. Hughes to Meekins. Scores! Nice little pass from Sinister to Hughes to Meekins. 2-1 game here with 1:15 remaining. Rockets finally get on the board. Looks like they've finally woken up now. 2-1 is the score. Meekins from Hughes and Sinister. Puck won by Burnaby. Picked up by Akabuchi. up the boards. Puck is cleared out. McAllister's there. Over to Konings. Konings goes cross ice, picked off. Graves is looking for it, and he got it. Puck dumped in behind the net here. Big hit in front of us, shot deflected off the Poitras' glove over the net. McAllister. Gal. Puck in front of us. Go. Graves had a good look on a nice feed from Foligno. Icing is a call, 20 seconds remaining. Face-off will be to the left of Poitras. Douglas. Face-off won by Nugent. Hendry moves it, looking for Therrien. Therrien chips it off the boards right to Nugent. Nugent clears. Douglas picks it up. Therrien lays out his player. Stolen by Douglas. Douglas gets dropped. And that concludes the first period in an entertaining game, 2-1. Shots are 7-7. Glad everyone could get up early and join us this morning here. 6:45 starts, always a tough time, but if you're going to work, call in sick, you can tell them you're going to be late, watch the game, or on your computer, just sign into the YouTube channel and you can watch it live. No need to work today. We got hockey on this morning. Just had to get up. Once again, drop a comment in the comment section and we'll try and get it on the screen. We're in a cold rink here. There's no heat where I'm at. Should have brought some gloves, but I didn't. Rookie mistake on my part. Face off at center ice here, 2-1 game. Therrien, Douglas, and Nugent. Face-off won by the Rockets. Hendry to Douglas. Douglas missed it, so icing is the call. Face-off will go all the way down to the Rocket zone. To the left of Poitras. Face-off won by the Rockets. Rimmed around for Therrien. Therrien just missed. Puck does come out. No icing. Hurley gets there. Kept in though. Coates goes for a skate. Cuts back in his own zone. Passes over to Hurley. Hurley gets it up to Chow. Chow stops. Gets pressured, loses the puck. Nugent bumps it up to Therrien. Therrien has it. Fans on it. Nugent's there. Therrien clears. Hurley gets it. Goes far ice. Stolen by Pendray. Pendray gets the center. Dumps it down. Picked up by Hurley. Hurley to Chow over to Coates. Coates goes far side to 4. He dumps the puck down. No icing. Fogarty picks it up. Up to Day. Takeaway can handle it. The mooring's there. Stolen. Fogarty. Goes far side. Simister just missed. Puck goes into the zone. Picked up by Cunningham. Cunningham pressured by Mooring. Stolen by Simister. Simister to Day. Fogarty has the puck. Fogarty dumps it behind the net. Cunningham and Simister go for it. Cunningham gets there. Bumps it up to Briscoe. Briscoe goes cross ice over to Luketic. Luketic looking for 14, Coughlin. Behind the net, Luketic. Taken by Meekins, or is that Meekins? That's what it is. Got clear to the line. Kept in, shot wide by Cunningham. Simiser bumps it. Day gives chase, so does Cunningham. Cunningham gets there first. Puck does clear the line. Meekins has it. Over to Scott. Scott, cross ice. Lalonde steps in. Scott is there. Can't get to it. Goes right to Briscoe. Briscoe up the boards. Pesci stolen by Hughes. Couldn't get a shot off. Pesci bumped. Cunningham goes for a skate. Pressured, leaves it for Luketic. Cross ice to Copland, to Pesci, dumped in. Konings goes back, picks it up. Off the boards for Hughes. Hughes misses. Yakabuchi has it, far side. Tipped in. Graves has it, stolen. Meekins clears. Yakabuchi goes back for it. Clears it up the middle. Stolen by Konings. He holds up as we're delayed offside. Coverly dumps it in. Nugent gives chase. Fandy throws it up the boards. Konings chips it. Douglas is there. Right to Scott. Shot by Douglas, saved by Farley. Puck cleared to the line. Coverly keeps it. Drops to his knees and chops it in. Douglas gets chased. Fandy moves it. Douglas is there. He's in a battle with Yakabuchi. Stolen by Terrian. Terrian gets bumped by Fandy. Fandy comes up with a puck. Polino. Over to Yakabuchi. He gets dropped by Douglas. There's going to be a penalty. Polino to Yakabuchi. Yakabuchi goes wide. Comes in, throws it to the middle. Still has it. Graves. Graves over to Fandy. Fandy shot, saved by Poitras. Whistle goes. Rockets are going to do the Fogues audio penalty kill. If you have an event, you need some staging, lighting, sound, call Dan Fogarty, Fogues Audio. He'll hook you up, good price, good deal. Douglas getting the call for 2 minutes interference, or tripping, not sure, wasn't paying attention. But either way, he did take his player down. Face-off won by the Rockets. Day wins it cleanly. Fogarty gets it, chops it, kept in at the line. Puck back to the point. Graves down low to Briscoe. Puck stolen by Semister, throws it to the point, kept in by Fandy. Fandy to Foligno. Foligno shot cross ice. Oh, Fand on it. Fandy at the point. Shot blocked. Right over to Graves, saved by Poitras. Coates. Cross ice, puck deflected. Graves down low. Right over to Foligno. Foligno. Back down to Graves. Graves, cross ice, scores. Number 4. Nice little pass. Across the seam. That was Copland with the goal. 3-1, Burnaby 5 remaining in the second period. Rockets got penalty trouble. Got to stay out of the box. Face off at center. Meekins on the draw. Coverly. Clears it to center. Puck is dumped by Briscoe, blocked by Meekins. Number 4 dumps it in. Konings is there. Meekins picks it up. Puck shot. Saved by Poitras. Coverley up to McAllister. Can't clear it. Kept in again by Briscoe. Meekins is there. Briscoe throws it to the net. Hits a skate. Back to the point. Shot by number 4. Puck cleared. Number 4 keeps it in. Thrown to the front of the net. Shot saved by Poitras. Coverley clears. Scott fires it down the ice. No icing. Puck is touched. Well, I guess it is not touched. It is icing. Face-off will be back in the Rocket zone. 8:29 remaining. It is 3-1 Burnaby. Face-off throw to Poitras. Puck cleared around. Sinister gets it to Mooring. Gets it to Day. Day crosses the line. Cuts in. Shot saved by Farley. Face-off is going to be to the right of Farley. Face-off won by the Bulldogs. Farley up the boards, or Hurley up the boards. Farley has it. Farley up the boards. Puck is cleared back. Hurley again to Chow. Puck kept in. Puck cleared. Smith gloves it down. Inner feet. Three Rockets. Mooring, Sinister, and Smith battling for the puck. Taken away by Smith. Smith comes in, shot. Blocked by Hurley. Day back to Mooring. Mooring in a battle. Day is there, puck is chipped out. Hendry goes back for it. Retreats behind his net, shakes off his player. Puck fed to Day. Day skates onto it, tries to push it around. Couldn't quite do it. Hurley goes around Mooring, goes for a skates. Puck thrown across, nobody there. Lalonde picks it up, looking for Day. Day is a little gassed here. Puck comes down, Mooring gets there, no icing. Bandy moves it. Douglas jumps into play, throws it. Mooring throws it on net. Farley mishandles it. Douglas behind the net. Out front for Day. He couldn't get a clean shot. Bumps it to Fogarty. Fogarty rims it. Day picks it up. Avoids the check. Puck cleared to the line. Lalonde misses it. Picked up by Fogarty. Fogarty to Douglas. Puck gets dumped in. Farley covers up and face right of Farley here in the Burnaby zone with 6:17 left here in the second period. 3-1 Burnaby. Nugent on the draw. Puck won by the Bulldogs. Standy throws it up. Looking for a stretch pass, intercepted by Lalonde. Lalonde comes in. Shot off blocked. Puck dumped in by Fogarty. Terrian takes a bump. Puck behind the net. Douglas battling Candy. Puck up the boards. Stolen by Coverley. Coverley dumps it in again. Douglas goes for it, picks it up. Looks up front, fans. He's in a battle. Puck cleared up the boards. Goes out to Foligno. Coverley goes back for it. He gets pressured there by Graves, turns it over. Graves bumps Nugent. Puck cleared up the boards to Terrian. Terrian tries to go cross ice. Fogarty jumps up. Shift. Puck's in the corner. Picked up by Yakabuchi. Nakabuchi looking up there for Luketic. He misses. Down the ice it goes, and icing is the call. Face-off is going to be to the right of Farley. Five minutes remaining. Shots are 11-9 for the Bulldogs. Meekins loses the draw, picked up at number 4. He gets bumped. Scott takes a hit. Puck in the Rocket zone. Nugent takes a hit. Puck played out. Burnaby with a breakthrough. Luketic loses the puck, but fires it to the far corner. Number 4 goes after it. He gets bumped by Scott. Scott avoids a hit. Throws it out front. Intercepted by Luketic. Number 4 takes a penalty for interference. Rockets go to a BC Sportswear power play here. If you need some corporate wear, team wear, stickers, jackets, hats, you're going to go see Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. Once again, Rockets power play has hit this weekend, so if you want that limited edition keychain, go down to BC Sportswear tomorrow. Say, go Rockets U15 Tier 2 to Kyle Douglas, and he will give you one of those limited edition keychains. Penalty was not on the boards. Face-off won by the Bulldogs. Puck cleared to the Rockets line. Pendre to Mooring. Mooring back to Pendre. Pendre to Mooring. Shot saved by Farley. Rebound sitting there, Sinister. Mooring. Puck is cleared out and down the ice by Hurley. Poitras plays it to Pendre. Pendre to Day. Day to Mooring. Mooring crosses the line. Shot saved by Farley. 1:26 remaining in the penalty. 3:42 in the period. To Farley. Mooring going up against Chow. Face off on by Burnaby. They reverse it off the boards. Down the ice it goes. Smith gives chase. So does Luketic. Poitras goes out to play it. Bumps it around the net. Pendre has to go pick it up. Puck cleared up the board. Sinister's there. Chow steals. Pendre to Smith. Smith to Sinister. Off his stick. Pendre. Smith to Day. Day pressure by Luketic. Day has it. Makes a move. Comes in. Puck gets bumped off his stick. Sinister holds the line. Forced to go outside. Protects the puck. Comes in and offside by a foot. 39 seconds left in the penalty. 2:55 in the period. Face off in the neutral zone. Early taking the draw. Won by the Rockets. Fogarty just mishandled it. Goes right by him. Down to their zone. Regroups behind his net. Bumps the puck off the net. Gets it to Terrian. Terrian makes a move looking for Meekins. Meekins forced to hold up to Terrian. Terrian bumps it down. Meekins back to Lalonde. Meekins again to Douglas. Back to Meekins. Back to Lalonde. Out of the box is number 4. Puck deflected out front. Terrian's there. Back to Fogarty. Deflected. Scores! Braden Douglas with the deflection. Rockets on the board. 3-2. 2:02 remaining at the end of the power play. It's a 1-goal game again. Face off at center. Nugent. Over to Coverley. Coverley gets it up to Scott. Puck cleared back to Coverley. Coverley to Hughes. Hughes with the move. Nugent to Hughes. Tried to get Scott intercepted there by Yakabuchi, who gets the puck up to Graves. Graves can't get there. Konings up to Scott. Scott high off the glass. Coverley reverses, he gets bumped. Scott picks it up, goes cross ice for Hughes. Hughes couldn't handle it. Picked up now by Fan, crosses the line. Pressured by Nugent. Puck fired wide of the net. Coverley clears it. Puck by Konings up to Hughes. Hughes gets bumped. Nugent joins the play, picked up by Thandy. Thandy walks in, takes a shot. Saved by Poitras. Rebound sitting there. Puck partially cleared. Puck out front. Shot saved Poitras. Thandy down low. Hughes ships it out to Scott. Scott with a little bit of speed, makes a move. Tripped up, but play goes on. Picked up by Hurley. Hurley to Chow. Chow dumps it in. Pendre gets there, pressured there by Coates. Puck wired around, Hurley gets it. Smith's there. Stolen by Chow, shot blocked. Sinister looking for Scott. Missed the pass. Yakabuchi clears. Stolen by Scott, looking for Mooring, 3 seconds left. Yakabuchi behind his net, and the buzzer goes, which concludes play for the second period. After 2, shots are 13 for Kelowna, 11 for Burnaby, but the score is 3-2 for the Bulldogs. Once again, we get these modified third periods here, so we don't really know how much time we're going to have left in this period. It is very cold here in the arena. My voice is torched. Hopefully it's 6. We'll find out here in the third period. We may need extra time. Ridge. On the other rink, it's 3-2 for Ridge Meadow, beating Abbotsford. Winner of this game for the gold medal. Mooring Day Simster, we have a 17-minute period here. Once again, normally in Kelowna we get 320s and an ice clean halfway through, but down here we don't. Face off at center. Scramble draw picked up by Sinister. Puck in the far zone picked up by Dave. To Sinister, puck sitting there, covered up by Farley. Face off is going to be to the left of Farley. I do apologize for these smudges on the glass, making the picture look crappy. Puck stolen by number 4. Pendre. Over to Day. Day off the boards to Mooring. Mooring chips it by his player. Sinister bumps it for Mooring. A race. But Copland wins the race. Puck's in the corner. Mooring has it. Sinister joins the play. Loose puck. Mooring gets it. Fires it towards the net. It goes behind the net. Day gets there. Gets it to Smith, but she just missed it. Out to the neutral zone. Pendre pokes at it. Mooring has it with a move. Over to Day. Day back to Mooring. Mooring down to Day. Day gets bumped. Smith jumps down, misses the Pendre, tries to recover. He gets it. Dangerous opportunity. Puck is cleared, and it is going to be icing. Face off back in the Burnaby zone with 15:41 remaining here. Meekins on the draw. Back to the point. Lalonde tries to keep it in. He can't. Fogarty recovers, picks it up, has to backhand it out as he lost it. Puck is dumped in deep. Rimmed around here. Fogarty tries to clear. Puck comes out front. Meekins chips it past Hurley, or Cunningham. Puck goes deep, no icing. Puck to the point. Fogarty looking for McAllister. Backhand glove save by Farley. Covers it up. 15:03 remaining here. Third. Nugent on the draw. Wins it over to Douglas. Douglas couldn't handle it. Puck cleared up. Graves pressures Konings. Konings tries to get to the point. Douglas has it. Gets to Nugent. Nugent tries to make a move. Stolen by Briscoe. Briscoe Graves scores on the backhand. Bad giveaway by the Rockets. 4-2 is the score. 14:42 remaining here in the third period. Mooring on the draw. Lost. Picked up by Hurley. Hurley dumps it in. Coverley tries to rim it. Stolen. That's Coates with Peachy. Coates has it. Steps out. Shot. Save Poitras. Mooring tries to chop it. Gets it to Sinister. Deflected. Out of play. Face-off will be in the Rocket zone. Mooring on the draw. Won by Coates. Shot saved by Poitras. Smith to Mooring. Mooring to Day. Day just lost it. He's trying to get it to Sinister. Pandy. Off the shin pads of Pendre. Smith tries to go up the middle. Day just missed. Peachy bumped by Pendre. Smith here. Day looking for Mooring. Mooring can't quite get it. Pendre just missed a big hit. Pendre feeds it down. Sinister gives chase. No icing. Puck is cleared. Coughlin with some speed. Shot deflected by Pendre. Chow loses an edge. Meekins falls on him. Sinister circles. Tries to hit Day. Hits a player. Luong tries to go across ice to Chow. Stolen by Pendre. Meekins picks it up. Shot saved by Farley. 12:42 remaining. 4-2 Burnaby. Face off won by Burnaby. They get to center. They dump it in. Lalonde, he gets bumped, clears the puck from half boards. Scott's there, can't handle it, but Meekins does. Meekins goes for a skate, gets bumped, has the puck still. Comes in, Meekins feeds it out front, puck sitting there, Farley's there, covers up. Face-off will be to the left of Farley, 12-18 remaining, 4-2 game. Puck pushed forward, covered up by Farley again. We'll do this one more time. Burnaby with the puck. Throws it up to McAllister, he gets pressured. Right to Meekins. Meekins rims it around. Scott's there. Scott chips it in. McAllister changes. Scott gives chase. Luong throws it. Polino. Shot, save, Poitras. 11:31, 4-2 Burnaby. Shots are 18-14 Kelowna. Scramble draw again. Puck sitting out front. Burnaby has it. That was Coates, tried to make a move. He got set up. Saved by Poitras. Nugent clears, or Hughes clears. Back to the point. Shot. Deflected to the corner. Nugent. Stolen. Shot saved by Poitras. Coates walks off the seam there, gets a shot. Poitras with a big save, keeping him in the game with 11 minutes remaining. 4-2. Face off in front of us here. Mooring. Scrambled. Pendre bumps it to the half wall. Coates tries to go around Pendre. Pendre pins him. Mooring tries to get it up to Simister. Takes a weird bounce. Right out to Cunningham. Cross ice. To Briscoe. Fed to Hurley. Pendre couldn't handle it. Bumps his player. Hurley has it. Goes back to the point. Shot save. Pendre takes a bump. Puck back to the point. Pendre clears back to the point. Kept in. Four has it. Fed out front. Shot high over the glass. Hurley's there. Thrown out front. Right to Mooring. Mooring tries to go to Sinister. Stolen by Briscoe. Puck kept in by four. Hurley. Over to Smith. Smith couldn't handle it. Rockets hemmed in here. Copeland. Smith. Smith just rims it. Has it. Tips it off the boards. Gets it to Mooring. Mooring. Carries it in. Walks in. Shot. Oh, just wide. Lalonde fires a shot wide of the net. Sinister off the boards. Nobody there. Far side. Meekin skates into it. Shot. Deflected. Puck sitting there. Oh, just shot wide by a day. Puck cleared to the line. Fogarty takes a shot. There's traffic. Blocked. Sinister lifts the stick to 14. Puck cleared. Lalonde goes back. Bumps it to Sinister. Sinister makes a move. Feeds it to Day. Day tries to skate through traffic. Can't. Sinister can't handle it. Picked up by Pishi. Pishi goes wide. Throws it out front. Lalonde's there. Lalonde to Sinister. Got it in his skates. Couldn't handle it. Scott has it. Over to Meekins. Meekins to Scott. Scott with a move. Puck goes in deep. Bandy's there. Throws it up. Pishi tries to clear. Goes right to Foligno. Up to Graves. Back pressure there by McAllister. Couldn't get the shot off as Graves. Shot from the point. It goes wide. Puck in front of us here. Big hit by Konings. Puck is cleared. Foligno tried to make a move, couldn't get around Konings. Puck is cleared down. Bandy gets over to Yakabuchi. To Graves. Shot Clapper just wide. You don't see that too often on a breakaway. Puck cleared. Hughes to Scott. Oh, Scott just missed it. Bandy down low. Yakabuchi. Puck cleared out. Graves. Pendre steps up, bumps it out. Bandy's there to Luong. Hands on the pass, but Burnaby recovers. Douglas now steals it. He gets bumped by Graves. It's over to Graves. Pendre knocks it out to Smith, knocks it out. Graves takes a shot. Pushed aside by Poitras. 7:05 remaining. Douglas tries to clear. He can't. Burnaby racking up the pressure here. Smith in the corner. Hoplin. Or Coates. Back to the point. Coates. Down low, Hurley. Hurley bumped by Smith. Coates avoids a check from Hughes. Coates again. Shot. Saved by Poitras. Therrien tries to get rid of it. Kept in by Coates. Now Therrien gets it out. Rockets go for a change. Luong picks it up in his zone. Goes for a skate, looks for Hurley on the stretch. He gets bumped by Fogarty. Picked up by Nugent. Back to Lalonde. Off the boards to Nugent. Tried to get it today. Couldn't. Luong. Over to Hurley. To 4. Stolen by Mooring. Mooring gets the line. Throws it towards the net. Picked up by Hurley. Hurley circles back behind his net. Takes a look. He's up to Pishi. Sinister's there. Puck makes it up to Coplin. Over to 4. Sinister. Chips it. Puck goes down. Possible icing. No icing. Cunningham. Tries to clear. Lucky didn't get a penalty. Sinister. To Fogarty. Fogarty. To Day. Day goes wide. Just couldn't get past the defender. Konings. To Day. Day chips it in. He gets bumped. Puck is iced. Face off with 4:59 remaining to the right of Farley. 4-2 Burnaby. Shots 19-18 for the Rockets. Meakin's on the draw. Tries to get it to Douglas. Puck cleared around by Briscoe. Stolen by the Rockets. Douglas scores! 4-3 now with 4:54 remaining. 1 goal game. Don't go anywhere, folks. Call in sick for work. You don't want to miss the last 5 minutes. Douglas, Johnny on the spot out front. Puck came to him and he buries it. Just what the Rockets needed. Face off at center. Meakins. Bandy has the puck for Burnaby. Over to Yakabuchi. Up to Luketic. Avoids a check at Therrien. Up goes in deep. Konings to the corner. His player falls. Meakins is there. Chips it off the boards. Bandy steps down. Douglas is there. Douglas throws it back to the point. Puck comes out. Luketic missed. Yakabuchi skates back, pressured by Therien. Yakabuchi behind his net, up the boards to Luketic. Luketic goes up the middle. Fandy luckily gets it out. Down the ice it goes, and no icing. Smith picks it up. Goes up to Nugent. Nugent just couldn't handle it. Yakabuchi comes in. Shot saved by Poitras. Puck picked up by Pendre. Over to Therien. Therien off the glass. Pass Hurley. Nugent with some speed. Puck comes out. McAllister shot high over the net. Puck at the blue line. Smith keeps it in. 3:38 remaining. Yakabuchi behind his net, looking for Fandy. Pishi tries to clear, he can't. Puck goes deep. Yakabuchi loses the puck. McAllister out front looking for Nugent. Puck back to the line. Fogarty throws it to the corner. Picked up by Yakabuchi off the glass. Smith swats at it, keeps it in. Puck does come out. Rockets have to tag up here. Yakabuchi to Fandy. Fandy makes a move. With some speed, Fandy coming up the middle, goes wide. Tries to protect the puck, does, throws it out front, nobody there. Graves. Over to Fandy, shot, scores! Wide open on the seam pass. That's the second time now the Rockets have been burnt on that exact same play. 5-3 with 2:46 remaining. Steve Taylor, that line producing. It is. Puck dumped in. Shot towards the net. Konings up to Simister. Simister with some speed. Gets it in. Clock hasn't started. We got no problem with it being paused. Lalonde shot. Simister tries to deflect it. He can't behind the net. Takes a look. Still has it. Back to Lalonde. He throws it back to Simister. He misses it. Puck is cleared out, down the ice. Konings gives chase. Day has it. Day over to Lalonde. Lalonde to Konings. Konings couldn't handle it. Lalonde one more time. To Simister. Simister gets to the, crosses the line, cuts in, still has it. Shot blocked. Day. Simister puts it in the corner. Morin goes, gives chase. Cunningham has it. Cunningham gets bumped, throws the puck around. Coverley steps in. 1:45 remaining in the third. Briscoe goes for a skate, loses it. Day cuts back to Smith. Dumps it deep. Puck pushed around. Puck in the back of the net. Whistle goes. 1:21 remaining. Clock is ticking still. Clock is still ticking, but they're making up for the previous 20 seconds that we got. We're hoping we could keep that 20 seconds, but they're making it even now. Timeout called by the Rockets. Rockets trying to get those 7 seconds back on the clock. Don't think they'll be successful. (5-3). We'll see if the Rockets have any magic up their sleeves right now. 2 goals required here to force overtime with $1:13 remaining. Try and zoom in here. Hopefully the focus is okay. There's a big smudge on the glass here, which doesn't look good on my screen. Maybe it's okay on yours. Face off one, Rockets have it. Day. Back to the line, shot by the lawn, deflected. Puck's sitting loose, Sinister's whacking at it behind the net. Bank pass for Pendre. Shot just wide. Mooring back to Lalonde, shot. Oh, just wide again. We got to hit the net here. Pendre puts it in. Vandy is there. Clears it off the netting. Face-off will be deep in the Burnaby zone. 41 seconds remaining. Mooring on the draw. Face off one and cleared. It's rolling. And icing is the call. We got lucky. It looks like Pendre slowed his stride up there, which is exactly what we needed. Mooring on the draw, tries to go forward, Sinister. Couldn't handle it. Puck is cleared out. This time it won't be icing. Lalonde goes back, picks it up. Gets it to Mooring. Mooring to Sinister. To Mooring, or to Douglas, shot just wide. 13 seconds remaining. Puck, Jim Fogarty has it. That'll pretty much do it here. And that is the game, folks. 5-3 final for Burnaby. Good luck to Burnaby in the gold medal game. It looks like they're going up against Ridge Meadows here in the final. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Not the way we wanted to end, but that is the way that it did. Our player of the game for Burnaby is Fandy. He had a great game. Nice team goal there at the end. Player of the game for Kelowna, Weston Meekins. He had a great game.